Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Just off the... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They run the counter now on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one caught by Coates. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, the 20, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sammy Coates now to return it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion. Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowman. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Wow, it was online, but no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And now out comes Houston. And tough starting field position here. They'll run it here with Pierce. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. The Texans have the early lead. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll run. This is Pierce. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go again with Pierce. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Looking to throw. And this one's incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
A run here with Pierce. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, here to Coates. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, it's Barker, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Tarpley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And now out comes Houston. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On the carry, this is Pierce. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Green 39. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now back to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Covington forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. He'll look to throw. Brought in by Coates. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
That's 6, baby. We got it all day up here. We got it all day.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And to give this time to the tailback. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here we go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Texans with the ball early in the second. Out of the shotgun, pass will be completed. And now they get in for the touchdown. As they move out in front, 14-0. Texans take it at the 6. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Texans up now by 21. Browns now late in the second. Coates has got the catch here, and he capped off the long drive with a TD. The Browns trail now by 15. staying late in the second. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and 21 yards later, he'll go in for the score. Texans up now by 22. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get you back up to Cleveland as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go! Boom, land it!
Back to throw here. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here we go now! Boom, land it!
They'll set up to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue, land it. Blue,
safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Second down following the run.
Single, 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 single. Watch 14. All right, here we go. 3, 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
4 down. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd down now after the pass completion. He'll look to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. Here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barker. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down. The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go, Leopard!
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. A little juke. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's 3rd and 4. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So second and 10 here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wasn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And this looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they close out this first half.